Hey, what's up everybody, this is Survival1 and today I'm going to be back in Fallout 76 and today I'm going to be showing you guys what is, in my opinion, one of the most important farms in the game, especially for late game, and that is the spring farm. So if you don't know, springs are super important resource just overall in the game, but especially late game because springs are used in a ton of stuff, but mainly they're used in repairing all firearms and modding all weapons. So they're super important, especially if you have a weapon. Like in this video, I'm using a legendary 2-shot Gatling gun. It's super strong, especially when you have a big target that you're going to be hitting the 2 shots with most of the time. And this thing, for some reason, has super low durability and just needs to be repaired all the time. And it takes, I think, 10 springs to repair this. It's something around that. And these Yogui drop around 5 to 7 springs, so I have to do this farm quite a bit, especially when I'm going to be playing a lot, and especially when I'm going to be taking down big targets, especially like Scorch Beast, because mainly I'll use this Gatling gun as Scorch Beast, since it has such a high damage with constantly being able to fire because it doesn't have a super high fire rate. Now, there's going to be 2 spots you're going, and they both have 2 bears. Now, before you get to these spots, these bears are probably one of the strongest mobs in the game. Even Scorch Beasts, when they land, I don't think are like hit near as hard as these. These things, if they start hitting you, they seem to just hit you much faster when you're standing next to them. So I would not recommend melee unless you have some insanely overpowered legendary melee weapon that can let you like 2-hit these. I would definitely recommend going at range. If you can get on top of something and get a bunch of shots off, they will start running away, but then you can hop back down and get back onto something to make them come back. So they are super strong. I would definitely recommend having just a super high damage thing. If you want to use some heavy weapons, like I'm using a heavy weapon with a Gatling gun, but if you want to use like rocket launchers or nuke launchers or stuff like that. Nuke launchers may be a little less because mini nukes aren't super easy to come by. But these things should be scaled to your level, and unless someone else was lower level or high level recently there on that server, then they should be around your level. They're going to give really good XP as well. And you can, just after you get done going through the run, you can just switch servers and do a new run. Which is a super nice part about this. So the first spot you're going to be going is Mountainside Bed-and-Breakfast. I will show you guys the spots on the map, and you'll see in the video on the map where I go. Now this spot, you're basically just going to go down the hill, follow the place I go. There's basically like a little ravine, and then you'll find some train cars. And both the bears are going to be pretty close at the spots. You're going to have to fight them at the same time usually. For me, higher level one's always glowing. I haven't found any legendaries out of any of these 4 I've fought yet. I'm pretty sure they can spawn as legendaries as well. But these 2 first ones, you can go in the train cart as you'll see in this. And they're not able to get inside of it with you. They can hit you if you go too close to the side, but they won't get inside to constantly hit you. So you'll be able to go in here and shoot them pretty easily from a distance and get both of these killed. Now the next spot is going to be basically on the other side of the map at Dolly, Sods Wilderness. Now right when you spawn in at this spot, the first one's going to be right in front of you, and a lot of time it will be fighting dogs. Now if there's some weird level difference, and say like I'm higher level, I've had one where the bear spawns level 22. I'm not certain if it's because someone was there and didn't kill it or just some weird spawning glitch, but there's a bunch of dogs that also spawn around here and can spawn around here, and they were level 50. So I've had it before where the dogs will kill the bear right when I get there, or before I get there, like when I'm loading in or something, I guess if there's a pack of dogs. So just be careful with that. There can be a bunch of dogs that spawn. Make sure to tag the bear right away if it is fighting dogs. This can actually be a good way to kill it while the dogs are fighting it, and then fight the dogs because they hit not anywhere near as hard, and you can just kill the dogs after. And after you kill that first one, the next one is usually going to be in the forest. This teleport spot is going to have basically 2 buildings really close to each other. You'll see in the video, basically when you just walk to the other building, you'll find the bear somewhere in the forest or somewhere close to that building. And usually this second one, pretty much every time I killed the second one, it has been a boss. So if you don't know what boss mobs in this game are, basically if they have a crown over them, they're a boss of the area. And usually bosses will drop a ton of more stuff. So if you're not doing the infinite weight glitch, or if that's been fixed when you're watching this, you definitely make sure you're not carrying a ton of stuff, because boss mobs can just randomly drop like dozens of items, literally dozens of weapons and armor. So if you want to have these to go scrap for mods, definitely make sure you're not carrying a bunch when you go out and do this, so you can carry that stuff back and dismantle them for the mods. And after that, after you get done with killing all of the bears, you're basically just going to go to your social tab, go to the top right out of your name, leave world, load back in, and do it again. You can make sure to teleport somewhere if you don't want to be like right in front of a bear right at the end. Teleport to your base or something, because if you do it how I usually do it, which is the Mountainside Bed-and-Breakfast, then Dolly Sods, you'd be spawning right in front of the bear. If you go to Mountainside Bed-and-Breakfast, usually there'll be no mobs around you that you'll aggro. Now, when you go to Mountainside Bed-and-Breakfast, there can be a bunch of mobs in the building. There usually are. Sometimes I've actually had like a Wendigo. This building seems to be pretty decent if you want to kill the stuff here too. But I've had a Wendigo spawn on the outside steps right there with a bunch of feral ghouls. So this spot can have stuff right in front of you that's pretty strong as well. So if you want to get around that, just go back to your base or go back somewhere else before you log out, because when you log back out, you're going to go to the last place you visited. So make sure, if you're not able to kill, or if you don't want to spawn right away, you want to use drugs or aid or whatever, when you spawn them before you fight them, make sure to do that. And I'm going to let you guys see 2 of the runs, which we'll go through and just show you guys how like the bears do spawn back and stuff pretty instantly, unless someone else is there when you switch servers. But if you want to see more Fallout 76 content, make sure to subscribe. I've been putting out videos every single day on farms, on glitches, stuff like that. And I've been enjoying the game, even though it's kind of falling off a little bit for me right now. But I have put like 100 hours in the game already. So hopefully I will be doing videos on, updates as they come in. Hopefully they'll start to be fixing the game and adding more content. Then I'll still be doing glitches and all the farms you need if there's any more glitches we find, any more farms, stuff like that. I'll definitely be doing those. Subscribe if you want to see more of that. Let me know in the comments if you know of any more good bear spawns or any more good spring farming spots. And thanks for watching.